because that is what will get you your dream life. Like I said, nobody else will give it to you. So when you want to create that business, you tell yourself, fuck yeah, I'm going to create that business. This is going to be the best fucking business. I will be the most successful in this business model. Nobody's going to talk to you like this, but I'm your older brother and I've got your fucking back. These are the codes of life that you need to live by, non-negotiable, to conquer your dream reality. Number one, know your fucking values and live like them, like a code of honor, and do not let anybody else tell you what your values are. You see, I thought I believed in working hard. My father was a hardworking man and he worked hard all of his life, and guess what? He's still working hard. I thought I needed to be humble. You know, be respectful, respect your elders, respect people, be humble. But you know what being humble got me? Absolutely fucking nothing. I questioned my own beliefs, whether that I truly believe them or not. I questioned my values, and anytime somebody else questioned them, I would throw my own values out the window and take on somebody else's values. I was taught not to speak up and say my piece. As a kid, growing up, I got beat up physically. I got abused physically. And you know what they taught me? That taught me that anytime I stand up to authority or I speak my mind, I will somehow get punished for it. And so I went through life, through high school. I never raised my hand in high school to ask questions. I never made friends with anybody apart from the 3 people that I knew and nobody else. I never disagreed. You know, in high school, when you would have that like one session where the teacher's like, hey guys, for those who agree, stand on the left side, and for those who disagree, stand on the right side. I was the guy who always agreed because that's what everybody else was. I never stood up and spoke my piece. And that got me nowhere. I went through high school invisible. I knew girls were into me. I knew I was very good at football. I knew I was good looking, but I felt fucking invisible. I got nowhere. They convinced me university was the best pathway, and I guarantee you, if you're 18, 25, you went through the same shit. When all you really wanted to do was become a content creator. All you wanted to do, all you really loved to do was to become a traveler. You really loved working out and fitness. You loved AFL maybe, or like football, rugby. You loved it. But you know what? They convinced you that you need to go to university because it is the best pathway. And guess what? You probably followed their advice. I did. I graduated and I was like, oh shit, I don't really know what I want to do, but you know, YouTube sounds pretty cool. Let me try this. But then I fell into the trap. I fell into the lie and I believed it. So I signed up to university, and guess what? I did a prestigious degree, motherfucker. I did a degree that was going to make me $200,000 per year. It had the status. It had the money. It had everything. You know what it was? A mechanical engineering degree. I was going to become an engineer. And guess what? I went to university and I fucking hated it. I didn't like it. Every day that I was there, surrounded by 4 walls, fluorescent lights, I had to commute. I was sitting next to unhealthy, unfit, overweight people that I didn't really care. And I was friends with fucking gay people and trans people. Yeah, motherfucker, I'll say it. Because I believe in what I'm saying. I have that conviction. And that's because I know my values today. I know them. And I will not let society, movies, Hollywood, my own family tell me otherwise. You must know your values, because if you don't know your values, other people will tell you what you must be your values, and you will live life according to what other people have told you. You will live life according to a script, and you will feel powerless. You feel like a victim. You will never have that control that you seek because you're not living authentically to who you truly are. You see, you were born at the age of 0, 1 as an authentic, pure human being. Maybe you were authentically arrogant. You were authentically, loving. You were authentically emotional. You know, I'm a very emotional person. When I see things that might make people cry, I cry. When people thank me and they really, like, really fucking mean it, I will drop tears. And growing up, I thought that I was a bitch for it. I thought that I was not masculine for it. People told me that I was too emotional and I always cried, and guess what? I thought I was too emotional, and so I tried to change that. But you know what? Every time I held back those feelings, I felt depressed. I felt anxious. I used to chew my fingers, like I chewed my fingernails to death, because I am an emotional human being, and anytime I lived out of accordance with who I truly was, there was a massive disconnect. And that massive disconnect causes anxiety because your true self knows, hey bro, this isn't you. This is not you. Stop acting inauthentically. Stop putting on a mask. This isn't you. And guess what the most masculine thing to do is? Yep, I am emotional and I love that part about myself, motherfucker. And I do. I love that I'm an emotional being. I love that when I see things, that make women cry, I cry too. I love it. It makes me empathetic. It makes me the most connective, most emotionally intelligent man that I have ever fucking known, honestly. And nobody else has this superpower. See, people, they taught me that this was bad. They told me that this was not a good thing. Being emotional isn't good. You should be more like a man. Fuck you, motherfucker. I'm more manly than you. Because I will wear this like a badge of honor. I will wear this like a piece of armor. Yes, I am the most emotionally intelligent, emotionally fucking connected man that ever will be, that I know. And I own it. I fucking own it. And I love that about myself. I'm 23 and I only give a fuck about these things. Health, business, primal living, simplicity, spirituality, and God. And let me tell you, anytime I'm in a conversation now, growing up, I was with friends and they always would talk about bullshit. In high school, talking about like girls and getting laid and drinking alcohol and, like, oh bro, on the weekend, we're gonna get so fucked up and, all this bullshit. Like, I don't give a fuck. None of these things are my values. And you know what I did? During those conversations, I would just stick around. I never put my own piece. And guess what happened? Within 10 to 25 minutes, I wanted my friends to fucking leave. I wanted them to leave. Because I became anxious. I became bitter. I became a bit upset. Do you know why? Because my authentic self was saying, hey bro, this conversation doesn't align to your values. You should say something. But I suppressed it, and instead of saying anything, I let it all unfold in front of me, and that turned into hatred for them and for myself. Do you see how it is more destructive to not act on your own values, to then act on your own values? Because if you live by your values, you'll be an authentic, confident, and masculine man. And anytime you are not authentic and you're not masculine and you're not confident in who you are dangerous. Not only to other people, but to yourself. Because living inauthentically, your brain, your ego, your mind will instantly pick up on that. And it will send you signals. It will give you anxiety. It will make you feel uneasy, telling you, hey bro, this is not you. Wake the fuck up, this isn't you. And if you keep suppressing that, you become a bitter, a lazy, an unmotivated, depressed human being. You lose your masculine energy. And the moment you lose your masculine energy, you may as well give up, because that moment you give all the power to the outside circumstances. You let life dictate your own life. You let other people dictate the way you should live. And that is no fucking way to live as a young, ambitious, primal man. Do not let anybody tell you how you should be living. You are a fucking masculine man, and you make your own decisions. You absolutely do. I value masculinity. I value this energy, this arrogant piece of energy that all my life, people convinced me was a bad thing. I value this. I live in this house with my brother and my mother, and they can probably hear me talking about this with this kind of energy, like some macho alpha male man. I believe in what I'm talking about. I have conviction in what I say is true because I value it so deeply. And this is better than nothing else. Because walking around with big balls, which I'll get into in the next point, you will become absolutely loved and absolutely hated. But that is better than feeling invisible. You know, the number one thing that leads to death, all cause mortality, the number one thing that they've researched is loneliness. And when you do not live up to who you truly are, you will become fucking invisible because you stand for nothing. You have no values. You have no opinions. You just go with the crowd and you will become invisible just like the fucking crowd. And that will lead to loneliness. Most importantly, you will feel lonely with yourself. Because your own brain, your old self will attack you, telling you, this is not who you are. I don't know you. I feel disconnected from you. So you feel disconnected from the world, from your friends, from your family, and yourself? Holy shit, fuck that. Know your values and live by them like a code of honor. Be arrogant as fuck. Be selfish and arrogant today, that tomorrow you can be generous and selfless. Not the other way around. If you're a yes man today, if you're always saying yes and doing favors today, there will become an irreversible period of your life when you're 45, 50, 55, where you have to be selfish now. Because you've spent your whole life living for other people. And now it's time to live for yourself. Well, guess what? There's people who depend on you, motherfucker. There's people who know you. And it is so much harder to be generous, to be selfish and work on yourself when you're older. So much harder. Anything that doesn't align with your values, you say no to. The things that you don't want to do, you say no to. People that you don't like, you move away from. Conversations that you don't like, you excuse yourself from. You must say no. Humbleness doesn't get you your dream life. Humbleness gets you liked by the majority of people. But fuck being liked by the majority of people if you don't even like yourself. Fuck that. So you must walk around the world like you are the most influential person in your own world, because there are 1 billion people on this planet and there are 7 billion people on this planet, and therefore there are 7 billion different worlds. Everybody is living in their own world. We are just sharing the same planet. You must walk around like you are the most influential person in your own world, because motherfucker, you are. You are. Because you see, nobody is going to come and save you. Nobody is going to come and deposit $1,000 into your account overnight. You know, I used to go to sleep dreaming that tomorrow morning when I wake up and I check my YouTube analytics, I would have thousands of fucking views and I would go viral. And only then I get to live my dream life. Yeah, that's not going to happen. No one's going to give you a business opportunity. No one's going to do anything for you. That's why you must become arrogant. That's why you must have such value, such belief in your values and who you are. You must believe in yourself like nobody else will. You must have such belief in your goals and the ability to do things, because that is what will get you your dream life. Like I said, nobody else will give it to you. So when you want to create that business, you tell yourself, fuck yeah, I'm going to create that business. This is going to be the best fucking business. I will be the most successful in this business model. When I'm making these YouTube videos, I have so much conviction that when the right person comes and sees this energy, this video, it will absolutely 100x their life. It will allow them to reclaim their primal, masculine inner force. They will wake up tomorrow with the zest, with balls full of energy. Because I believe this video is fucking influential. I know it is. I know that this is impactful. I love doing this. I love talking about masculinity and energy and making men feel like men again. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't walk around in public, telling people, oh, you're not masculine, you're not this. I'm actually a very chill guy in public. I love to laugh and relax and chill out. But when I come in front of the camera to do God's work, you best believe I'm gonna believe in what I do with every inch of my fucking being, motherfucker. Because there is no other way. Why wouldn't you believe in yourself? Like, you only have one life, bro. You only have one life. Why would you go through life not believing in yourself? You don't get a second chance. Once this is all over, you would look back in absolute regrets. You don't get a second chance. So just live life like you want to, please. And that will get into the next point that we talk about. Believe 100% in your values. Have confidence in what you say. If you believe that you don't like a conversation that somebody is talking about, you tell them, hey, excuse me, with all due respect, I don't like this conversation. And if we don't change it, I'm going to walk away and do something else. Hey, excuse me, with all due respect. Now look at the way I'm saying this. Just because, we're talking about masculinity, I'm not talking about going and fighting people and being aggressive. No, with all due respect, I don't like the way you talk about me behind my back. If we don't come to an agreement, I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to part ways. Simple. Stand up for your beliefs with respect and move the fuck on. Because why else would you live life? How else are you going to live life? In an age of pussies, stand out like dog's balls. Be polarizing. It is better to be hated and loved than to be invisible. Like we talked about, being invisible, being lonely is the sure easiest way to an early, comfortable death. Last point.
Right.
If you need help, if you want my fucking energy to transform your life, to keep you accountable, if you're ready to reclaim your masculine force from the bullshit, from the society that has taken it away from you, I beg you, I need you, please just go to the description, check the link. I'm building a community of primal, masculine men, young men, just like you, just like me, online. And community is one of the most important things. Can you imagine getting around 50 of your boys who are all primal, masculine, driven to their goals, who will not stand up for bullshit, who will not listen to what other pussies, what bitches tell them? Can you imagine what a fucking tribe that would be? Can you imagine the unbreakable confidence that we will have in each other and in ourselves? If you're interested in being a part of that, go to the description right now. Only do shit that you love, because why the fuck would you do anything else? I hate it when people tell me this is the best business model because I fell for it. I was the guy searching for the best business model. Should I do SMMA? Should I do YouTube? My dad would tell me, hey, get into mortar and brick because it makes you money, because his business makes money. We have a family business. We do ice cream and it does pretty well. And he tried to convince me that I should do the same thing. Yeah, but bro, any business you go into will make money. So just do the business that you actually love doing and make money anyway. Fuck. Holy shit. I'm just so passionate about this because this is the shit that I went through. I allowed other people to tell me what I should be doing and what I shouldn't be doing. But fuck all that. You know where that got me? Depression, anxiety, drug addiction, pornography addiction, video game addiction, thoughts of committing suicide, all this bullshit. I went through all of that because I just believed in what other people were telling me. I just lived a life according to what other people thought I should be living. And every single day I didn't live to my own true, authentic, purposeful self. myself, my own brain was attacking me. My brain was my own brain, bro. My own brain, not even like people I know. My own brain was telling me that I should just kill myself. Like, what the fuck? I struggled with this the most. I was weird. I was the weird brother for doing yoga and meditating. I was gay. I had to eat away from my family. I literally had to eat different foods from my family because they wouldn't, they didn't want to eat the way I did. And whenever I would, I got judged for it. I got berated for it. I became expelled, banished from the tribe. They were like, hey, so you don't want to be a part of the family? What, is this it? Family isn't important to you? Like, no. I value my health first. And I honestly do. I honestly do. Like, if you ask, like, let's go back to my values, yeah? Where is family in this? Where is it? Currently, I'm 23, and right now, my values, health, business, primal living, simplicity, spirituality, and God. Where is relationships? Where is fucking family in this? And people will tell you, oh, that's a bad thing. You should value family. No, you should value exactly what you want to value. Because when you think you should value family because other people tell you to do, and I did this, you know what happens? You hate them. And I did. My dad would tell me, oh, no, you have to be here at this time to spend time with your family. You have to come out with us. You have to eat like us. You have to do it like us. And I did. I started to value family. Guess what? I hated my dad. I hated my mother. I hated my brothers. I hated all of them. I wished for moving out. I wished that I would just leave. I kind of wished they would die too. I hated them. Do you see? It's not what other people tell you what you should value. It is what you truly value that you need to stick to, because anytime you don't, you will feel a disconnect from the person that you are and the person that you know you should be, the person that they tell you to be, and the person that you know you should be. There's a disconnect. And when that disconnect happens, thoughts of hatred, of bitterness, of depression, anxiety increase, because your own brain knows this is not you. This person that you're acting like, these values that you think you value, that is not you. Wake the fuck up. That's what your brain is telling you. And every single day that you suppress that, well, you project those feelings outwards. You start hating your life, your family, your own brothers, and your father. So no, you don't value family like they tell you to do. You value exactly what you want to value. Because motherfucker, who's paying for your bills, yeah? Are they giving you money? Like, are you receiving thousands of dollars in your account every single day? Are they building the muscle for you? Will they save you? Will they build the business for you? Fuck no. You owe nothing to anybody but yourself. When you make it, we talked about you must be arrogant, you must say no, stick to your own values, all this kind of shit. Say no. When you make it, then you become selflessly generous. But until then, lock the fuck in, tunnel vision, fuck everybody else, your own family, what people tell you to do, what society tells you to do. Until then, you fuck everything else, because you only have a limited amount of fucks you can give every single day. If you start with 100 fucks you can give, you cannot be giving 40 of them to society and your family and then expect to be successful and happy. Like, I love doing this shit. And for so long, I thought about like, oh man, what if other people hear me? What if my family judges me? What if my brothers think I'm weird? What if like my girlfriends or my ex-girlfriends or my high school friends watch these videos? Motherfucker, fuck you. I don't care. I believe in what I do. I believe this is valuable. I know for a fact this is what young men need, because we are more sedated. We are more comfortable. We are so lazy, depressed, and anxious. We are literally infertile. Majority of young men's dick don't even work. And this is when you have the highest testosterone, man. Like, what is this society that we're living? I know for a fact these are the videos that young men need. And I changed my content so many times. I tried to be that humble guy. Oh, guys, everything's gonna be okay and stuff. I did all of that. Go to my playlists, check out my old videos and watch it. I released 300 videos and it got me nowhere. I was the humble guy and it got me nowhere in life. I'm still exactly where I am. So I'm done. Fuck you. Live life on your own terms, bro, because why else would you live it?